Hey active travelers! In this video I will share all the exciting reasons why you should consider doing an island cruise on your next vacation and why Antigua is a great destination to do it in. I will showcase a 1-week cruise around the whole island of Antigua on an 8-passenger 44-foot catamaran. I will show you the range of activities you can do on these cruises and immerse you into the life on board, including sleeping arrangements, meals, and some helpful tips for your journey. I know that a cruise of this type may not be for everyone, but before you dismiss the idea, take a few minutes to watch this video and see if you could consider it. I never even thought about the possibility of doing a cruise like this, and yet now I'm so glad that I tried it. My cruise just ended, and I'm already thinking of when I'll be able to do another one to explore a different island. Many of these cruises are for general sightseeing and discovery, but some cater to specific activities such as scuba diving, kite surfing, snorkeling, or other. And since they are all on small boats with only a handful of guests, you have some say in what activities actually end up being done. And if you have a group of 6 to 8 people, you can charter the whole boat and have the crew fully catered to all of your group's desires. Our cruise was specifically marketed as a kite surfing and wing foiling cruise. 6 of us guests came from parts of Canada and USA, all itching to get on the water and improve our kiting and foiling skills. Not only was it a blast to be getting some good riding time on the water and improving,
oh God! Oh no!
but we also learned how to set up, launch, and land right on the catamaran. And although we did focus on kiting and foiling on our cruise, we had plenty of time to enjoy other fun activities, such as paddleboarding, swimming, snorkeling, and even time on shore to explore parts of Antigua. Even if you brought guests that don't want to kite or wing foil, they would have plenty of fun things to do and would not be bored. The living and sleeping areas on a small catamaran obviously aren't huge, but they are surprisingly well designed and felt very comfortable and not cramped. The normal cabins on this boat were for 2 people to sleep in, and each had their own bathroom with a toilet, sink, and shower. I opted for more adventure and to save a few bucks and took one of the small unused crew cabins. This cabin, or as I lovingly call it, a sewer, is accessed from the outside of the boat and you crawl into it from a top hatch. It is just long enough to fit your body and has a little bit of side space to fit some of your baggage. I had a hard time sleeping there the first night, but by night 3, the sewer felt roomy, comfortable, cozy, and I loved it. And since it has no washroom attached to it, if you sleep here, you either have to use someone else's ensuite bathroom, or you can opt to do what the sailors call the aqua dump thing in the water. And in case some of you don't know how the toilets work on these small boats, whatever you flush goes straight out into the water. Oh, and even though these are small boats, they do have electrical outlets, and the boat generates electricity with solar panels as well as with its engines. And there's usually also a reverse osmosis filter system on board that makes pure water for drinking and showers right out of the seawater. As we sailed around Antigua, each night we anchored in a cove or calm area protected from waves, so the boat never experienced any big motion when stationary. Our captain Lars was very good at planning the route and keeping us safe at every step of the trip. I was concerned whether we'd need any anti-nausea medication, and although I'd recommend bringing it, I certainly never needed to use it. The only time you can get some good wave action is when changing locations on the windy side of the island. We enjoyed some 3-meter waves during one of our moves. It was a thrilling hour or 2 before again we entered calm waters at the next stop. The amazing thing about Antigua, unlike many other islands, is that its irregular coastline has many bays and reef-protected shallow waters, making it ideal for small boats to anchor around the island in super calm waters. When it comes to food, our lovely hostess and chef Jasmine prepared a variety of great tasting meals.
Working on dinner.
She made a mix of vegetarian and meat dishes throughout the week, and she focused on healthy choices with the occasional sweet surprises, like this delicious pineapple coconut cake. We enjoyed eating these meals together around a big table, while sipping wine, rum punch, or some other fun drink that one of us decided to concoct on any given night. So what else can you do on this cruise when you are not doing thrilling water activities and not eating or sleeping? You can enjoy more leisurely water activities like swimming or snorkeling, or taking the sights of the local scenery, chill in your cabin and rest, socialize with others, play games, get online. Yes, they even have Starlink internet on board. Or even catch up on work, like some of us had to do. You can even do some deep sea fishing, as well as this crazy off-the-boat fishing, where you could catch a fish within 5 seconds of dropping the hook in. And on our cruise, we also had 2 evening outings out to shore, where we had time to see some sights, do shopping, and also have dinner in a local restaurant. Overall, this cruise was an amazing experience that I'd recommend to anyone who isn't afraid of being on the water. I'd also highly recommend Lars and Jasmine as an amazing team that will make your cruise more enjoyable. We booked our cruise with kiteboardingcruise.com, which I have linked in the description. There are certainly other cruise companies that you can choose from, but regardless of who you book with, here are some helpful tips before booking. Try to see if you can communicate with the captain prior to the trip, maybe even do a WhatsApp call. There have been horror stories of buying a cruise that has a grumpy old captain or unhelpful staff. Ensure you know the full price of the cruise, including extras that are best to agree on ahead of time. This could include rental of gear or supervision and teaching time of the staff. You don't want to end up with a surprise bill at the end of your cruise. Tipping is often not mentioned prior to purchasing a cruise. Expect and plan to tip 10 to 15% of your total fare to the crew if they do a good job. Bring extra snacks on board. It is amazing how after a fun activity in the water, you'll be craving your favorite snack, which may be expensive or impossible to get on a small island. Get good info on how to pack and what to pack for the boat. Flexible bags may be better than hardshell luggage, unless you can store your luggage somewhere in storage or on top of the boat. Bring your favorite gear, toys, and games. This includes any sun protection and lycras, and board games or card games, if you're into that. If Antigua is an intriguing destination, and you'd like to learn more about visiting the island, even if you don't want to do a cruise, watch my full Antigua Travel Guide video. And if you are considering staying on land in an all-inclusive hotel, watch my video review of the Jolly Beach Resort, located on one of the best beaches in Antigua.